Democrats are getting beyond frustrated right now with all of the testimony that's coming out in Michigan that's showing the fraud, the corruption, the election ballot counting mistakes. You're going to see it right here. This is a representative of Detroit. Her name is Cynthia A. Johnson, and she has one job right now, and that is to ask the person giving testimony a question. Look at how flustered she is. She doesn't know what she wants to say. She's so angry and upset by seeing all the information that's coming out that she doesn't like, she disagrees with, but guess what? It's there. It's facts. It's true. Check it out.
As a woman from the city of Detroit.
I have to stop it right there. What you're seeing is identity politics. She starts off immediately by saying, I'm a woman. Now, I have nothing against women. I'm married to a woman. I like women. Women are great. But when you do that, when you say I'm a woman from Detroit, you're playing identity politics. You're giving yourself some sort of value based off of your identity, not the substance of what you're going to say. All she needs to do right now is ask a really good question, but she doesn't have a really good question, so she's got to play the identity politics game. Let's continue forward.
A woman who has lived, I'm talking about me now, who has lived in the city of Detroit all of my 62 years. And having spoken with many, and by the way, thank you,
She has no idea what she wants to say. I'm a woman from Detroit. I've spoken with many. By the way, thank you for your testimony. She's only supposed to ask a question right now. She's not supposed to give any other information.
Spoken with many people who worked the TCF or TFC. TCF.
The people in the background are laughing at her because she's supposed to know
let
this.
Representative Johnson
They shouldn't be laughing at her. But
and please get to your question, Representative.
I will. So my question really to you, Mr. Chair.
She's not supposed to ask the chair a question. She's supposed to ask the person giving testimony a question. She's not even going to ask the chair a question, actually. She's going to go on for a little bit and then finally ask what is probably the most ridiculous question I've ever heard.
I'm going to repeat it again. These people, our guests, are sharing information, just sharing and speaking and speaking. No one is under oath.
They're sharing and speaking, but that's what they're supposed to be giving. And she said no one's under oath. That's technically kind of true. In front of the legislature here, they're not under oath, but every single one of the individuals who are testifying have already signed a statement of oath, an affidavit. And if they are lying there, it's perjury and it's a felony offense. So technically true, but not exactly true.
The world is watching us right now, and the world is...
The person in the background said, do you have a question? Because right now she's supposed to be asking a question. I have no idea. Well, she's frustrated. That's the whole point of this video. Look at the frustration she has because she's starting to realize, it's starting to click in her head. Oh my goodness, some things were going on that were not okay and I don't like this. So let me just start talking about all these other things besides asking a question.
Is watching right now, and there are one person after another who's testifying or who's making allegations, because that's exactly what they are. Allegations of...
They're not even allegations, actually. They're firsthand testimony. So basically, it's like if you did something during your day, you're just reporting what you did during your day. It's not even allegations. So she's really being false there.
Of wrongdoing in the city of Detroit. I wonder, and I'm going to ask you the question, did you see any cameras at the TCF Center? All right, so...
And Representative,
that was her
I just want to
question.
remind you, I think it was the purpose of today's hearing to hear from people across Michigan who witnessed things at the TCF Center. That's why we're here.
Well, you know, here, and I'm not going to argue with you about that. Okay, so they're here, but they're taking so much time, and I see no Detroiters. There is one Detroiter. Stop that.
Please continue, Representative.
And there is one
Once again, she's continuing with identity politics. No substance at all. I see no Detroiters. That's identity politics. Number one, there are tons of Detroiters in that room. These people are from Detroit, Michigan. There's probably a bunch of people who are also not from Detroit, Michigan. She has no substance here. She's completely frustrated because she's just heard how corrupt the election actually was and the voting actually was. And she can't stand it because it's one person after the next who has sworn affidavit testimony that this stuff was going on. She knows they will have perjury and a federal offense if they are lying here. And so clearly they are not. And she's starting to realize this did not go down the right way.
One Detroiter, but I have many emails since there's no one who you have in this room to represent Detroiters except a couple of us in this room. I have emails from Detroiters. We've taken, what, 2 hours?
Did you have a question? I'm willing. Please stop yelling. People in the audience, let me handle this. Representative, listen, we've had hearings in the past, as you know. We'll have more hearings. Today, we've invited Mr. Giuliani, and Mr. Giuliani has brought forward witnesses that he says have firsthand knowledge of fraud. That's what we are doing today.
And if we want to find out if...
Please let me finish.
Yes.
All right. So if you want to do other hearings, we're doing more hearings. But today we're here to hear from these people. So do you have a question for these witnesses?
No, I have some concerns,
right. Well,
many concerns, and I want to just share with you
out of order.
what
right?
the concerns
out of order. Do you have
are.
a point of order?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a point of order?
Yes.
What is your point of order?
Point of order is to have them under oath.
You're out of order. As I've said, this is something that is not done here in this state.
The way this runs when you have a legislative hearing on something like this is you have the hearing with whoever it is, and they give their information, and then the legislators ask questions. It's as simple as that. That is the procedure. I have a point of order. I want them. I want them. She has no clue what she's doing. She's just completely flustered right now. She's frustrated because she just heard all this information from one person after the next that has completely blown away her understanding that she thought that this election actually went the correct way.